It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Third down, here's Williams. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Packers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it, opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Love from the gun. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He was contained at the line for no gain. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Love now. This one taken in by Kraft. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st down throw. Here's Love. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So it's 2nd down coming up. Loves to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Slot man motioned over. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Reed will go in motion right. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Watson with the catch. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. We've got a close one here. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They're on the counter with Swift. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's got it on the bootleg. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears grow their lead to 8. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 38. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead to 7. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Love. This finds Downs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Love from the gun. That finds Jacobs complete. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun now for Love. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Short pass brought in. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Love out of the shotgun. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Williams to throw on first. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers hit the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here comes the final play of our first half. Jacobs running behind center. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. On target to Musgrave. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds his man. It's Kraft. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Love now. Cut by Jacobs. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going run again with Jacobs. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Pressure coming for Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
The kick by Folk is good. And that gets him back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The shotgun to give to Swift. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed here to Komet. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, I like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the first down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bears football to begin the fourth as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Off the play fake, Williams. Headed out right. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have some new life in the fourth.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's gotten it down to the 30 before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Complete out to the right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some...
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Jumps in up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. To throw, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Williams from the gun. He lets a heater go deep. Middle of a crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Here's Jacobs. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Reed's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers lead by only 2. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now a run with Jacobs. Crosses midfield, still going. Works the sideline inside the 35. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Packers take their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Pick it up.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun handoff to Carter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. On the move. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up to pass. Pass caught by Adunze. And he gets out to stop the clock, but just 11 seconds remain. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So this is a Packers win. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.